Greetings, this is Free Mantra, and welcome to part 2 of my reaction to...
Welcome back. So, picking up where we left off, the storm subsiding, the winds beginning to die down a bit, where the midday sun is now peeking through the intensity.
82 attrition or any other online fans. I'm just a fan sharing other fans. By the way, yeah, we've lost a lot. Oh god, the grayed out.
I asked for my coin back.
Different from her.
Fast?
Do you give it?
No.
I think we're running, if I recall.
Yeah, we're running. We're running. Are we running to Joe's, or are we trying to run somewhere else?
Maybe. I'm trying to remember. It wasn't nighttime at the time. Sorry, trying to remember. Was it nighttime at the incursion?
I thought the sun was...
No, the sun was
There was a dust storm, though. It was going all crazy.
Okay, so we're good. Sorry, continue. Just double checking myself to make sure I don't throw the time off.
Oh, okay.
We just need to get somewhere alone so we can talk this out. Let's go to Joe's. Anywhere will do.
We will.
Joe's is, yeah.
We are running.
Let's go.
Okay. All right. So charging probably at a wide arc, I assume, through the streets.
I'll drop my wolf form, too.
Okay.
We have no way to contact the...
Oh god,
airship,
will they have one?
I can do it after we take a short rest.
Okay. So, are you attempting to look inconspicuous?
There's still some dust storm up, but yes, and I will aid Orm on keeping eyes like on rooftops and behind us as we move, making sure no one's following.
Because of the storm still being around somewhat, the DC isn't that high, but I would like you all to make a group stealth check to just look like people dodging through a storm.
This is a thing.
A disadvantage?
No, for me.
Oh. 26.
26.
11.
11.
13.
13.
12.
8. 25.
25. Okay. Some middling scores, some really high scores, one low one. As you push through the streets, the wind and sand still whipping past you, you pull your various bits of Basurian garb across your face and your mouth to protect from any of it getting into your lungs, and dart past other people that are emerging from the domiciles, looking to basically find any sign of it clearing, as well as investigating the apparent large eruption of noise that seemed to rock the center of the city but a moment ago. You dart around, mask your movements as looking back as well, and kind of try and match the curiosity of the various denizens as you hear in the distance these shouts and yells of either Paragon's call or other figures of some importance within the city, also seeking the source of this recent event. Pushing through the streets, you eventually round back around to the front of Imahara Joe's place. The doors are closed, the windows are shut. It looks like it was closed for the storm and is still currently sealed.
There's a back door, right?
There is a fence around it, but as you're inspecting this, you walk up and bang on the door.
That's where you go to.
Is there anyone around on the street?
There's a handful of people that are just kind of like darting past and kind of moving from place to place. Especially as it's clearing up, folks are starting to kind of open up a little bit. They're just waiting for it to pass. And you get the sense that this is not an uncommon occurrence here in Bassaris, so people are just kind of treating it as it is.
We're not wearing our cloaks anymore, right? Our Paragon's call
No,
shit?
we would have ripped those off, I assume.
Okay.
When they're stealthing.
So you knock on the door, the curtain kind of pushes past, and you see one of the associates of Imahara Joe kind of glance past and closes it up. The door opens, and you see a young dwarven male figure kind of lean through. Can I help you?
Yeah, we need Joe. Is he here right now?
Yeah, he's what? Okay. Pulls back. You recognize, you've seen this fellow around the office a bit. As he pulls open the door on the inside, you can see everyone's kind of hunkered down a bit. There's a little like table put in the center with a kind of a somewhat chipped tea set that has kind of freshly steaming tea in it. And most of the employees of Imahara Joe, as well as Joe himself, are kind of sitting around it, kind of waiting the storm out. He glances over towards the rest of you. Oh, hello, you're back so soon. Come in. Shouldn't be long before the storm passes over.
Thank you. I'm going to open the hole really quickly.
I think the storm just...
How you doing in there?
just begun.
That's a valid point, because he was in the hole for the run through the city there.
I mean, we would have opened it if we would
I
have...
was counting and I was
And
thinking,
Hexam really...
This would be about the time you need to open it. And so, yeah, he's like,
do you want out?
yes,
Do you
please.
promise to behave?
I'm at your service.
That'll do. Sorry, things have been really fucked up. I close the...
Looks around.
Tie up his hands. Don't let him run.
Fair.
Where the hell am I?
Halfway out of this.
Glance around, looks over.
I'm behind with 50 feet of rope. Tied
Okay,
up his hands.
hold still. This is Imara Joe's place.
Joe,
No.
Joe, we're sorry. We're putting you in a little bit of danger. People are after us.
I wish I could say that's not unfamiliar on occasion based on the clientele I work with, but I'd like to know a little more about this danger so I can adjust accordingly. What am I in now?
Did anyone see us come in? Was anybody looking?
I was always looking.
Correct. Both of you make perception checks, or if you're helping him, he already has advantage.
Natural
So
1. Much better. Changed into a 19, making that a 25.
okay.
Yeah, gave him advantage.
No, he already has advantage from his shield. So
Oh, well,
just
fuck
roll on
you.
your own.
Guess what? That's the 18.
Great. All right. Both of you glancing outside and kind of taking a moment, peering through the curtains. Not enough to really kind of reveal that you're peeking through, but just kind of enough to glance both sides of the street as well as the nearby walkways between the buildings. And you don't see any signs of somebody immediately in pursuit.
Say to the dwarf, you might want to lock that up.
I would lock that up.
Okay. And he goes and locks it up, looking over at Joe, and Joe kind of gives him a nod, sips his tea, and sets it back down on its pristine porcelain saucer.
I'm just gonna stay on the ground next to Laudna.
Is she all right?
No.
I finished putting it down.
Imagine you had put her down since you pulled
Oh,
it.
I've been
not
begging. Just had her like over the fucking shoulder.
Just fucking over his shoulder.
He could do it.
I have not been thinking.
Tying him up. He's just a little bag of bones.
Oh my, I am sorry to hear that. Once again, what am I in?
Anyone?
One of the sects, clans. What are they called? The groups.
Thanks.
Is doesn't like us very much right now, and they might be watching, looking for us, or maybe they're doing something else. But there was a big attack on the Paragon's call, and we ran.
It wasn't us. It wasn't us.
It wasn't
we
us,
need to get out of
actually.
town.
It really wasn't.
They kidnapped me. Treshi now says with arms bound.
We did kidnap him.
Only
Are they angry at you because you kidnapped this guy?
No.
I mean, among other things.
I assume they
Yeah, well,
they don't like that, but I think that's the least of their worries.
It was like a transfer. You didn't look like you were very welcome company where you were at. Tell me, were you a guest or a prisoner when we found you?
You can turn on.
Judgy.
I'm Andre.
Looks over to you.
I'm
Yes.
sitting here right now. I really could.
A guest and a prisoner?
You know what happens to people that answered a question with multiple choice with a single answer? They lose a finger.
Oh, shit.
I've heard that too.
He just kind of started glaring at you.
No, it's okay.
Steely.
I have all these tools, right? But those I
Oh,
save for
shut
people
up.
I like. I got this real pointy son of a bitch right here.
Joe kind of goes, okay, you know, if people are looking for you, and are you followed? Are they coming?
No one saw us. You're good for now.
You're certain.
I am.
No,
Not good
no.
enough. And he turns around and
There's one thing I
moves
could do
one of the
next
tables
service.
over. Could you give me a hand and
Yep. Yeah, let's do this.
across the ground, move this table over, and he pulls up a hatch that you can see has like a hidden, broken interior. And as he pulls it up, puts it over, there's a set of stairs that go underneath and beneath the floorboards of the structure. If you can hide there, please.
Thank you, Joe.
Thank you a lot.
All right, all of you. Looks to Armand.
Not yet. They're giving him the biggest effing tip
Okay.
they've ever
Less
given
I
him.
know at this point, honestly, probably the best. I'm gonna go ahead and hold on to whatever
they may
plausible
not be that-
deniability I can
not
maintain.
saying much.
Let's say that you owe me a favor. Get inside.
Real quick, do you or any of your friends here know how to bring someone back to life?
If I did, do you think I'd be doing this job in this shithole?
That's a good point.
Sorry, I'm just a little
No,
concerned
I
about this. That's
completely
what
understand.
I was expecting in the middle of my tea.
And that coin you gave me, that deity, you really believe in that one, right?
Yeah.
They haven't led you astray before?
I'm still here. I've helped out some of the good people in this town with their guidance, but
Okay.
not deep in it, but doesn't hurt to have a little faith.
All right.
Down. Let's go.
Down, down, down.
We're gonna try to stay less than a day, 12 hours if we can help it.
Oh, so you're in for a long haul. Okay, well, stay really quiet. And if anything does go down, I will do my best, but at a certain point, I have to protect the people I care about, too.
Of course.
He clearly threatened you.
Obviously. It was a terrifying encounter, and I'm lucky to escape with my life.
Got that right.
Okay. You all get down, and he moves the pill back over on top, gets back to his tea. You hear him just gently say, well, I mean, we all chose to live here. I'll give you all a little hazard pay. How about that? There's a couple of, yeah, okay. You hear the rattling of porcelain on saucer.
What do we see down here?
So this is a small storage space. Down in here, you can see there are a number of crates and cases and chests and boxes that are filled with all manner of metallic ingots with what looks to be raw materials, bolts, nuts, tools. This is essentially a subterranean storage room.
I'm gonna anxiety eat some of the bolts.
Plenty here to popcorn chicken it, yeah.
There's no other entrances or exits into this little storage space, right? It's just
Make an
enclosed.
investigation check.
I'll use my nose too to smell for drafts or any kind of crafts or it's good. 23.
23. Okay. I will say for this no advantage because there's no real draft coming through.
I'm amazing.
But you're amazing. So 23 is still a pretty good roll. It's pretty amazing. As you're all kind of adjusting to the subterranean dark space, you kind of feel your way around, and you on the kind of what would be like kind of the northeastern edge of this.
There's going to be an
small
evolution
chamber.
throughout the night.
It looks like there is a door.
He's already out. He's out.
It's mostly hidden and covered in like dust and dirt. And it's looks like old roots of something that may have once grown above and was kind of cut to build the structure, but was left behind. Kind of hang over the upper part of it and make it a bit obscured, except for in approached bright light. But you got dark vision, and you're able to scope past it. It looks like this is some sort of a doorway.
Watch Treshy. Keep him quiet. Don't let him touch anything on himself that might be like a beacon or a little bitch signal.
I'll just
be right back.
whip out my blade and start spinning it.
That's what I'm talking about.
People. We are, in fact, going to get you out of this. Or if we get out, you get out.
Well, that is good to know. So what do you want? You obviously made quite a scene.
What do we want with this guy?
Gotta bring him back.
What did you do? Why? What did he do? I mean, he's trying to get Paragon's call.
He unleashed the.
Oh, by the way, about
Shade
2 hours
mother.
left.
That was not my doing. That was Ira. A dubious creature at best. Maybe it was my mistake to do business with him.
Why were you doing business with him?
Because he's effective in forging the chaos we needed to push the council to require the help of the Paragon's call.
What chaos?
Creating threats, dangers, to have the people rise up feeling like they weren't secure in their lives. That the council, that the quorum wasn't doing its job. And so we needed
This was
additional
all
aid.
just to get Paragon's call to be hired by the Drusar quorum?
Well, that's what I thought it was.
You were using the Nightmare King as a psyop?
More or less.
He
I
was
punch him.
using You.
Thank you.
Look, I didn't seek him out. He made himself available. And our timetable was short. I was getting a lot of pressure from both Ohan and the call that we had to work quickly. I was out of options. I didn't think he would take it so far. He was overzealous in his work. He was far too knowledgeable and curious about my dealings with the call. Too many questions. I was about to end our relationship. When the tower fell and did the work for me.
Miss a
It
conversion.
was his fiddling with the Shade Mother and that imbecile Immoth that set me on the run in the first place. I did not want this to happen.
Odahan wanted Paragon's call to be up in Drusar, but why? Just for influence? Power? What does she want up there?
Fucking question, isn't it?
Do you know?
Is that where the ley lines are coming?
Check.
Make an insight
Is
check.
that where the ley line thing's
Let's
happening?
go.
23.
Oh, get over there.
This
Whisper.
whisper is brought to you by something. God, I've lost it. Here it is. There's something.
We'll be able to do the
You know,
weird.
start playing one
like,
D&D
this is for a
today.
while,
Download
because-
one D&D playtest materials. Try them on
This
your
would be hard.
home game and provide feedback
Oh,
at dndbeyond.link/crdnd.
Just a hunch. But I think you know a lot more than you're telling us.
I'll spin my blade faster.
Make an intimidation check.
Please natural one this. I will.
Yes.
I will.
8.
Good enough.
The blade gets stuck.
Need some oil.
I need
How
comedy.
many fingers do you
I
have?
really do.
No.
I'm just asking a question.
He
I
indicated hex
really
something
want
to
to
bring her
punch the
back.
wall right now.
Why do that
We
when his
take her
face
to
is
hex.
right
we
there?
That'll
take
make
her
a lot
back-
less noise.
Just are.
So,
A lot of
give me a reason not to figure out what
make with that woman.
hurt the most.
You make an intimidation check.
All right.
Next to that, then yeah, she's a.
Oof,
Definitely not.
natural one, so that's an 8.
Chuckles to himself.
Oh my god.
I would be lying if I said I wasn't surprised that a group of imbeciles like you were the ones to extract me, but I imagine that she'll find us soon enough.
You know, I should have assumed someone of your
I stabbed him
statue
through
or, yeah.
Stab him through the
the
foot.
foot. Stab him through the foot.
I cover the mouth.
I push him back in the hole.
It's into the hole. You hear a, keep it quiet, please.
Sorry.
Sorry, Joe.
We're having a bit of a raw day, Armand. We just lost one of our own, as you can see. And I'm the peaceful solution guy in this group. So why want you to start fucking talking right the fuck now?
Oh yeah.
Make an intimidation check. The DC gets higher with each failure, so.
Oh, well. He's like.
Sorry, loading my D&D Beyond page. It was
D&D
down.
Beyond, guys.
Intimidation, you said?
Yes.
Rolled a 19.
Damn. Okay. Down in the hole, kind of glancing up at you. You can see the sweat beads gathering. on his
Yeah,
forehead,
like,
little bits of
he
light
believes
peeking
you.
through
He
the
believes you,
floorboards at the top
he
of
also-
Imaharajo's shop. Huffs a little bit. Takes a deep breath.
Or,
Look, this is all bigger than me, okay?
no
I thought
kidding.
it was an opportunity to establish myself as indispensable in Drusara. Rise within my house, make greater allies within the core of mine. But now I am a fugitive of my own choices as well. Okay. My hope was that if we can complete these last shipments, my contract would be done. And she promised to help clear my name in Drusar and reestablish my family's alliance with the Call if we did so. But I'm quickly coming to believe that our deal was likely more about this shipment line from Wildmount than over political interests.
What were you shipping? What does the Cerberus assembly have to do with all this?
Oh yeah.
I don't know the specifics of it. I have a shipment line that crosses the Osmond Sea into the Menagerie Coast, and I've been allowing numerous shipments over the past year or so to pass through across the sea and wait by a compatriot of mine in Drusar who's been holding on to them until the time was right to bring them here to Bassaris. And once they were here, the Call took them in to wherever their site was. And then they are shipped through an intermediary to try and keep it separated and hard to follow, hard to trace. Look, I merely arranged for their acquisition and distribution out of the city.
But you don't know what was in the shipments?
Once again, the less I know, the easier it was for me to feel comfortable doing this business.
Lots of small
Inside
boxes, lots of big boxes.
Make an insight check.
Roll it.
Girl.
Crates with stamps.
19.
19.
More whispers means more D&D Beyond. I threw away the
You
page.
did. It's far behind you now, but try D&D 1 today. Follow the link that Sam mentioned before.
I'm not
and if
sure.
you can't remember it, that's
I'm
what
looking for
rewind is
5e
for.
first before I do what.
Just hit pause on
D&D1.
Twitch and rewind. Does that work? Sure.
I appreciate that on Laura's notepad, the whole page just reads Laudna is dead.
Well,
Well,
it technically says Loudna is GERD.
That's your note. Laudna is dead. There's not. Is there at least a smile? A sad
That's it.
Laudna is dead. She is. Good episode title.
As you say, with symbols on them, stamped
I
on them.
think,
kind of
by the way,
gives
if
you
you're
a
looking for a name for this episode, I would suggest
Yes.
Hard Choices.
Any dealings with Hexam? Inside check.
So many insights.
Instead, you took a second. If you had not answered immediately, where's insight? There it is. 12.
12. I mean, he's starting to crumble a little
All
bit.
right.
I'll say between the pushing and stuff, you get the sense he's hiding something still
Alright.
with the response to that question, which might tell you something.
Yeah. That'll do.
Look, I have no need to protect her in her scheming, okay? You want to bend her arm for answers? Be my guest.
Oh, yeah, we're super away from that.
Go ahead.
Tell you leveled up
She
a
held
couple
on to
of
them until it
times.
was time to ship.
2 times.
What did you say?
She held on to them until it was time to ship.
If they went straight through, that would draw more eyes. So we received them, she held on to them, and the coast was clear. We will continue shipments to Basras.
Part of the chain.
No, but we've seen. Ashton's seen some boxes, right?
We have one in the hole.
We have one.
We do. We have a couple
was in the
things in
hole,
the
too.
hole.
We have one. We have one. We should look.
It's in the hole next to Armand.
We'll get it out and put him back in it.
He's in it.
Who's in it?
We're talking down to him.
Pass that box up, Armand.
I cannot, my hands are tied.
I'll get it. Drop down. And I'll pull up everything of interest.
Anything.
Which
Small.
boxes did you put in there?
I think we got 2 of the crates and one of the little safes, if I recall. Little black.
There's a
safes.
special
If I recall, one of the boxes broke.
One of the boxes broke.
If I recall, I could be wrong. Maybe we'll go back and check.
We'll go back, but we have at least one
Yeah,
crate and
also,
one
I feel like
box.
it's-
if I recall.
Potions?
Indeed,
Yeah, two of the potions.
from the broken crate.
Yes.
So he looks at this. These are indeed examples of the contraband, yes. It began slow years ago, and it's been ramping up in the recent year.
The potions are the contraband, or these boxes are the contraband.
All of it.
Half of
What's
one.
did you open all the boxes?
No, we've got the we haven't opened any of them.
Open it. Let's see what it is.
It was
passed
the
it up
black
to you
box.
all.
It was the black.
I passed it up to you guys.
Yeah.
There's plenty of minds on this. Can I go look at that door and just check it for rusty hinges, a welded frame, a lock, anything, just to see if it's
Make an
up?
investigation check again.
I'll open one of these boxes.
I have Laudna's head in my lap. I'm just.
Okay. 18. The door
So I
does
took her
appear
head
to be
off.
locked, but there is. Doesn't have like an overt, knob or anything. It looks like it just has like a pull handle, but as you kind of tug on it, it has something kind of blocking the opening, and you can't really. You're not sure if it's like something enclosed on the other side or if there's. Oh no, you rolled an 18. I would say that you can tell that there is kind of a slide bar that is locking it in place from the opposite side. And there is a hidden mechanism to alleviate the bar's tension.
Oh, yeah, let me get to work on that.
Okay, well, you're working on that.
I'm gonna open the box.
Okay, the crate or the black box?
Did we get a full crate, or did we just?
I grabbed a crate.
I'll open the crate first.
Okay.
So,
Yeah.
sorry. So, it's a couple of potions from a smashed crate, a full crate, and a black box. Is that accurate?
And the black box is the more like armored of,
Was the
of
Cerberus
Was the
assembly.
Cerberus Assembly
Yeah.
insignia. These are my mind space.
That's,
Now,
what,
the-
that's exactly. Is that exactly what you
Totally
wrote
what
down?
I had written
Yeah.
down,
Be
actually.
very careful with that.
The crate and the black box are both locked.
Oh, the crate's locked?
The crate is locked as well. Though the black box looks like it has a more intense locking mechanism upon it. The 2 vials that you received that fell out of it, you look at them too, and like these crystal vials, kind of similar in shape as to the things that you saw set within Fern, that you saw set within that weird device on Odohan's back.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
The crate has
Like,
that?
Cylinders, that weird device that she was wearing under the cloak.
Also, you did
The crystal, and now you look at it, and you look at the crystal potions that you scooped up, and they look very similar to what you saw kind of set within the 2 cylinders of the device on her back.
Gray fluid.
Do they
A
drop
weird
anything?
gray flowing fluid. As you kind of swirl it in there, you see it. It seems to ignore gravity for a moment before it settles in, almost like a slow motion mercury that just kind of floats and then reconstitutes.
Can you remind us, did we see those things in action on her back?
No, you just saw.
But we saw
Some
those
of them saw
things
them there on
appearing
her.
from her back. We saw those.
You saw those things.
mirror images.
You saw those things appearing.
Not connected to.
But they came from behind her.
They seem to more or less appear in spaces around
Okay.
her. But you did see like energy flashing from underneath
She
the
pooped
cloak.
them out.
More or less, yeah. She just took a big squat and
Poop magic.
made more poop fighters.
Do you know what these are?
Defecation.
What?
What are the,
Does Treshy, do you know what this is? These
why
are?
is that how big it is?
It's about that big.
That big?
What is this?
What damn this?
Outside of the
Are these corn?
I do not know. I do not care to ask. Look, the people I've been dealing with are very dangerous people and have shown historically that the less you know, the better chance you have of getting out alive. I made money. I made allies. And through this process, a lot of my house came to a higher prominence. I was a golden child for a time before all this Shade Mother bullshit went down in Moth. Honestly, fucked everything up.
So, just so we can make sure that we can get you out of here, who should we not trust? Give us a list of people you would not like to see on your way out.
Otohanfu, if you can protect me from her, I will give everything you need. Anything.
We can work on that.
Yeah.
Who was attacking the shipment?
I have no idea.
Well, we can.
There was that woman who showed up in there, but I assumed that was... I'd heard that there was a bounty out for my head in Jerusalem, and I left, and I assumed you were here for the same bounty, but
I dropped one, mister.
your words say that you're into other interests.
Yeah, we're altruists.
I think we need to have a group meeting.
You trying to unlock that door?
Yep.
Go ahead and roll.
Working on that latch.
You got it. Go ahead and roll
Does
a...
this all count as a rest? We're short resting right now.
If you want to take it, you make the short rest.
Yeah, I'm just sitting here.
Okay. So we'll count this conversation as a short rest. Nothing real physically intense in this moment, unless somebody decides to, in which case it might...
A dexterity check plus my gloves of thievery,
But, yep.
efficiency.
Okay,
It's
I
like
no longer.
26.
26.
We're getting this now.
The door opens ever so faintly, and you can see a tunnel beyond it.
Good to know.
Smells like
It smells a little musty. It smells like minerals and...
damp at all?
Make a perception check for me, with
Smells
advantage.
Smell advantage.
Yummy fruit. 16, 17.
17. The smell reminds you of a particular moment during the Death Wish run, in which you were pushing through a subterranean cavern that existed beneath the plateau the city was built upon.
Bet it had a big, terrible creature in it.
Yeah,
Yep.
the Thagarok was in there. But it has that kind of mineral, musty, earthy smell to it that stands in stark contrast to what the rest of the city smells like.
That's good to know, though.
So,
Yeah. Back door.
I'll leave this door open just in case we need to.
just a touch.
Skedaddle.
Also be a good point if we're gonna hit those crates or that box or somewhere where if it's trapped, it won't fuck us up too much.
Yes. Crate and box are locked.
The crate and box are locked. We can probably assume that the crate has more of these potions in it.
Let's assume.
The box seems more interesting.
Let's open the box in the hallway.
If you want to take your short rest to inspect the potions, you might be able to ascertain their
I
nature.
do have Identify still.
You do?
But I'm not going to use it until we open the smaller black box.
See what
just in case that's more interesting.
Okay.
We should open it, yeah. in the
Should we
hallway
open? Can
away
we
from
open
us.
it?
Yeah, check. Can you get
can we-
this? It looks a little tricky.
Can I check it for any kind of traps
You
first?
may make an investigation check for me.
Just because.
Investigation or perception, your choice.
Guidance.
Which is a.
Plus D4. You don't have any D4s?
Hidden amongst the rest of them.
I don't have advantage on this.
No, you do not. This is not center based.
Amazing. 17, 18, 19, 20, 21.
21, indeed. The box is trapped.
Okay.
Let's take it into the hallway, shall we?
Well,
If something goes wrong, I have a potion.
Okay.
It'll bring us all back to life.
Yeah, because
Yeah, that's great.
I have a lot of hit points because I'm durable as fuck.
So we wanna
400
wait on
plus.
this- We want to wait on this thing.
No,
Why not?
I mean, you
Should
know.
we wait while we're at least on so we can regain health points on a short rest?
Can I tell from that check what kind of
I have.
trap it might be? Or on what part of the apparatus?
Yes. There
Oh.
is, and it's a very well crafted
Summer.
box, and you can see there's like
Next
this like,
episode
heavy
will take place
polished
on the
iron
April
frame to this like black material, almost like
They
a
actually
polished
have
slate
switches
that
I
has been
do not
polished to a dark, dark black with some sort of a coloring agent. The latch on the front of it, you can see there is, beyond just the lock itself, there is some sort of a golden wire that is looped through and into the box on each side of where the key enters. You can just barely make out from the slight gap between where the latch covering and the actual slate box front is. And you get the sense that even putting any sort of a key or any sort of contact with there will trigger something. Something metal will trigger it.
Yeah. Good thing. I'm a master of wood.
What you gonna do, Jenny? Tell me how in this moment your wit specialty becomes the heroic point.
It's like I can still hear her voice.
So my options are use metal tinkerer's tools to try and pick the lock, but if I touch the gold wire, that's a problem.
Correct.
Or to try and pick the lock with finesse wooden tools, but they are not as durable as metal.
If that's what you'd like to try.
Is the impression that metal touching the gold wire would close a circuit, or is it just pressure on the gold wire?
You get the sense, the way it's designed, it's not in the way of the key.
Right now, it's just if it touches it, like
It's-
operation.
It's just against it. So it looks like it might, a metallic connection to the wire would be the trigger.
Well, that's a high
Oh.
DC, I think.
Do you need me?
Can you guide him again?
You're trying to
guide
spring
you
this
again,
shit?
or you
Can
could
we
use
wait? My dude, I'm at 1 hit point.
You could
Minutes
hold
longer.
my hand
Yeah, let's
and
wait
use
5
me
minutes.
as a tool.
Which will be
No,
really
use your
exciting in
hand.
an
You
hour.
can
Just hold my hand and you can use me as a tool.
Well, it's not that. The keyhole is very small already, but there's a thin gold wire on the inside of it, and if I touch it while I'm working on the lock, which isn't a problem, we all die. So I could either
How's
use
that not
a
a
wooden
problem?
tool, and it wouldn't trigger that gold wire, and I can be a little bit more liberal with my application of skill, or I have to be really careful with the
I know how we all wouldn't
metal
die.
tools.
I'm doing the sealed hole.
Yeah, go in the tunnel and shut the door. Yeah,
I'll go in the
into the
hole.
portable
We'll close the hole.
yeah, it's just me in there.
We'll count for a minute.
Yeah, I'll be fine.
Open it up.
No, we
Or you
don't
might-
have any
Yeah,
spells. What if
something
she dies? We can't bring him
And
back.
if you're here, you'll know what happened.
That's if nothing but
Just wait.
can just
for
wait.
God's
What are we waiting 5
sake.
minutes for?
If we wait
We get
a little
that
less than an hour, then we can all just heal up and be at full health.
Yeah, let's wait an hour. There's no rush.
In the meantime, I would like to have maybe a fucking private conversation. I'm gonna, since he's in the hole, it'll just be a minute. I'm gonna close the hole.
Wait.
Yeah. We gotta tell Lord Estros. I cannot believe I am the fucking person saying this, but we have to let him know what the fuck happened right the fuck now.
Does
Okay.
This is real bad.
This is a hard conversation. We got to talk out what we're going to do next. Yes, we have to warn Esteros.
And next, we fix that.
Fix what?
Laudna.
Oh, Laudna.
We are fixing that.
We gotta get out of here.
Yeah, now tell us about...
Who can fix this, though?
We will fucking find
If
them.
Esteros is running away, I mean, if we're going to tell him he's in grave danger, he's not going to be able to help
But
us
he's
with
powerful. Maybe he knows people.
might
Maybe
have
he knows.
connections.
this. But if he's running away from something, how's he going to help us?
If he can't help us,
I
we'll
can at least
fucking
send him a
find somebody.
message. Maybe he
course,
knows
of
of
course.
someone that can help
But
us.
is there, if he can't, because he's got to save his own hide, is there anyone else who can help us?
Yeah.
I mean, we remember we met that professor at that school in Drusar. Yeah, in Drusar. The one in the Learned Center that knew about.
The one that we went to for you.
Yeah,
Ajit
Ajit Dial. Yeah,
There's
that's what
Hexam.
my notes say.
Does he know about reincarnation?
I don't know,
You
but
never know.
he's got to have a hookup. He's at a school.
And Hexam's into some dirty stuff. We could get lucky. I'm happy owing more.
But I mean, we got to get back to Drusar. That's the one. That's
Maybe
the
unless
place.
Esteros knows somebody around here. It's a long journey back.
My
5 days, right?
Nana can bring people back.
Has she done it before?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
What do you mean?
Oh yeah.
Your Nana? Where's your Nana?
Well, she's in the Fey realm, but
How do we get there?
Oh God, they're making a hat deal.
actually.
Does your mom know? Or dad?
Would she
I
do it?
did not think of
We
that.
just heard a lot of stories about strings attached to any deal made with your Nana.
Also,
But she's your Nana.
Also, if we go to the Fey realm to try to ask your Nana for help, and we come back, is the Apogee solstice going to have happened 40 years ago?
That's a
What are our other options?
F.C.G. That's a great point. There is the
Terrible point, F.C.G. Be very ashamed.
there is the Lord and Lady of Laudna's hometown.
Whitestone?
Yes.
She was brought back once there. Maybe going there could bring
Yeah,
back that same...
by Delilah.
But they know everything there is
Yes,
to
so
know
we talked to
about
Delilah
that
and get her to
woman.
bring her back again.
I tried.
Maybe she has to be there or something.
Delilah is gone.
But like in the city, how did she get her back the first time?
I don't know. She was powerful. She was really powerful.
Delilah's gone where?
Delilah lives in Laudna's head. She's not a physical being anymore, at least not according to Laudna.
But she's real, right?
Well, yes, she's still some powerful entity. I thought she was like a goddess or something.
No.
But she certainly didn't respond
She
when I...
is powerful. She's not a goddess. The Dorolos know everything there is to know about that woman. That's one option. Another is calling my boss.
Can she bring people back?
Usually.
Oh,
She can bring people back? But wait, I thought it... I mean, how long can Laudna be...
I don't know, but we could reach out to her. You could reach out to her. And she could maybe not here, but she could come here. This is weird, but if we can figure out the right... tree,
may need to get...
she could come here.
That sounds amazing. There aren't a lot of trees around here, but I'm just saying this to say it. Weren't you trying to protect her from the people who are in this city with us right now?
Which is why we gotta get out of this city.
To understand what the fuck is going on, F.C.G.
I know, but you'd be bringing her...
I'm not asking you to bring her into the middle of this city. We gotta get out of here.
Okay.
So,
But we could get a day or two away. Get a head start.
so we call the airship.
Yeah.
It picks us up.
Yeah.
And then, hopefully by the time it gets here, which is in a day, then we'll know where we're going.
And if she can come.
And
We stay here for a day, and then we can leave.
Sure.
Go
I
back
know.
where she came from.
But at least where she is, she's protected. If she meets us on an airship somewhere, I don't know, can't Odahan find us and find her?
And is she really gonna listen? I'm just a random.
But
I'm not
yes,
person
we
in
should
her
definitely
head.
Not
call
sure
her.
she
From
could
Hansel
take
said
heal
she
again.
knows where she lives.
True.
Helis is
Does
an
she
art
do this
school.
a lot, your boss? Bring
I think
people
that's
back?
around.
We trying to not let that happen where I'm from.
Right.
Would she want like money for it, or?
I mean, I don't know. Laudna is a unique
I guess
case,
if they need to bring, someone, it'd be Helis.
but I can't think of anyone
To give
better to ask than her or
to give Marisha a character she could play.
Carlos.
It's a solid option. We've got a good list. We got to rest and make our calls.
Yeah, first priority is to get out of here and get somewhere safe to alert Lord Esteros.
As soon as the short rest is done, I'm gonna send a message to the
I'm
airship.
gonna open the. Once we're done with this, I'm gonna open the. It's not been close to 10 minutes, just enough for.
Right.
Oh,
Thank you for the privacy.
Least I could do.
You're good. You really, if you just count to like 540, you don't have to worry until that point.
Imogen, do you think someone needs to take care of pate and sashimi?
Yeah. I'm just,
I use
yeah,
my
I'm still wondering if
telekinesis to lift Pate
if
up.
Pate is actually. I hit. But
Yeah,
if it,
we should take care of him.
it's so ridiculous. But is Pate Delilah's phylactery?
Oh, I got a troubles.
It's really feels icky.
Yeah, I'm walking away from that shit.
Really only makes sense when she does it.
I'm just gonna keep him. I'll keep him on my belt for now.
I'm slowly, just meticulously making wooden copies, thin slivers of my tinkerer's tools.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a dexterity or intelligence check, your choice, plus your proficiency modifier.
Okay, that's the same. And plus. Oh, 19 plus 5, 24.
24. Within rapid time. To the point where you even take a moment to polish, and properly smooth.
A little oil.
Yeah, just make an impeccable replica of your thieves' tools, made of shreds of leftover mahogany.
Ooh.
Nice hardwood, functional. Might only be good for one lock, but pretty solid.
On the back end, I also worked in several different surface heads, so it functions as a toothpick as well.
Very, very
I'll be
impressive.
impressed at the end of that process. We're gonna do this in the pit.
Have we
We're
rested?
waiting,
Did
we're
we
waiting
rest?
now.
Do
I'm
we
waiting for
rest?
an
Wait,
hour.
no.
I'm just doing this slowly.
Pate is just petting
Okay.
Laudna's head.
And
Oh, that's
Orm's,
so creepy.
Orm's gonna sit down, crisscross applesauce, and hold Laud in his hand.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
All right. So you take your short rest. Yes. You can go ahead and spend.
Motherfucking hit dice.
Not
No, you stop being foul. You remember that we did a short rest, right? I think I remember that note too as soon as you
We
said
did a
it.
previous short rest because I only have one hit die left, which I've just used if we are short resting now.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't use any of the hit dice on our
I
short rest.
think I did, but I don't remember how many, so I'm just gonna
Right.
allow myself 3 today. 'Cause I don't remember.
Fine into this clusterfuck.
There's a possibility that only I needed to do healing because I was the one who was. I think we fought me
Yeah,
today.
we fought you.
Yeah,
That's
earlier
still
in the
all
day.
same day.
So I had to
Very
heal
long
myself
day.
a ton, and that's why I used 6 of my 7 hit die or something like that.
I think I
Okay.
did go too. I think
I'm
I'll allow
gonna
myself
use
4.
I get all my sorcery points. Oh no, when I finish a long rest. Fuck me running. I thought it was a short rest.
Do we do a long rest?
No, I'm working on this box. I'll go in the
Well,
I'll
tunnel.
have
some
to do
point
it.
we'll
Fuck,
see.
that means I'll have to do it
So you're
I can't
basically
call the airship until we sleep.
Okay. Well, then we
I'm
should get to
sorry, you
sleep soon.
guys.
Until
It's been a long day.
Yeah.
So much has happened.
Maybe something amazing will be in this box. Don't worry, if I come out of here like Bruce Banner, though, you know what to
Are
do.
you in the hallway?
Not yet. I'm saying my goodbyes right now.
I thought we were going to put you in
doing
the
the
hole.
hole?
not
No,
the
In the
hole,
tunnel.
In the tunnel.
No, well, we're going to put you in the hole, right?
Why? With
'Cause
our
it
mom
doesn't
and
make-
all of our shit and the dynamite? No, we put him in the tunnel.
What would that be? Special.
I mean, we wouldn't know until it was over.
So I was kind of thinking the tunnel might be better.
Just the sound
Plus,
of
if it goes bad, I could just scream and yell.
We wouldn't
and be
hear
like,
anything.
Please let me in.
We would hear nothing. We just open up and find potpourri.
this thing and for the
Well, do you have any other spell slots available?
actor.
I have, yes, I have
in this.
two first level spell
one
slots.
is,
Depending on how many sorcery points you have left, you can also convert
No, I
spells
know. I
into
have
bonus
0 sorcery points left.
points. Gotcha.
I used up all 7 sorcery points
Gotcha.
in the
Okay.
full day of fighting that we've had.
Yeah.
let's
Stay feels like it's been
give the old man some luck.
Yeah, of course. Are you ready? Are you doing this?
Yeah, I was born ready. We're going wood tools first.
Yeah, sure.
Yep.
I will guide you.
I'm gonna go over and flick your
Penis.
nose.
The tip of the cane.
Guidance.
Double guidance? Can you double up on the guidance?
No, but
Bummer.
but hers
so
are fun.
Oh, one of them's an iceberg now. Woo! I'm ready. What is it? Oh, it's a D4. We just did this. Okay.
I thought you-
So here's the scenario with the
he was doing
wooden
something else.
the craft that you did. They will act as
Nipple flick? Is that what we got?
Nipple flick.
as lockpicks. The DC is the same, but if you roll less than 20, they break.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Roll less than 20,
Well, yeah.
but they still can work
would.
if they're
They can
broken.
function. Well, no, if they're broken, they're broken.
Got to roll higher
Yep.
than a 10.
You don't know what the DC is for the lock.
I understand.
We good.
Okay.
14, 20, 24.
24. Okay. It takes you a moment, and you get the sense that this is an extremely intricate lock. Spending a few minutes with it, and like
This
this,
is that wire. Like,
yep, yeah, the sweat like forms in your forehead. You can feel it kind of dripping into your like bushy eyebrows and starting to get in one eye, and it
two
stings a
icebergs
little
now.
bit. And then eventually, does not trigger the trap.
Release.
That was amazing.
You open it up.
I'm still singing. Don't rush
what are
me.
you doing in there?
Ooh, it triggered. It's horror. No, I'm okay.
You open it up. The box, which is about 1 foot by 1 foot or so, has a smaller, like there's a thick wall to it, like it's protecting what's inside, or at least
Okay, what's inside the
is. There's a heavy buffer. The actual space within it is about 6 inches by 6 inches in the center, by 6 inches, like a cube.
I so wish I could rewind
In
right
there,
now.
you see a pile of
What's
finely
doing?
ground green glass.
Maybe
Beer bottles.
could be a lens. Could be a lens.
That lens was made of residual.
In like little shards and pieces, or any sort of like crafted shapes.
No, actually, it looks all like it's been evenly ground to almost like a sand consistency.
Whoa.
Precisely calculated amount of that.
Oh.
Wait, it's powder?
Right.
It's like a sand.
Oh man.
Green residual sand.
And if you spill that, I will
Are you
be.
gonna just snort
I
it?
don't.
Wow.
I don't know.
I just do it number.
What?
Only one way to be sure.
Do we know what that is?
Burns.
If you'd like to roll an if anyone has more than 0 in Arcana, you can go ahead and roll.
Yeah.
Orem,
One. Yes.
make a history check.
Yeah. Come on, baby.
A low DC specific.
26.
26.
Always roll high on those history checks.
You know exactly what this is. You know this is this is the prime controlled export from Whitestone. You also know that your leader has been working with the Lord and Lady of Whitestone to ensure that this material, which as far as you know, is only available out of the Alabaster Sierras that surround Whitestone, doesn't fall into the wrong hands. The fact that this has been shipped in this space is a concerning revelation. You also know that its application is used in the amplification of various forms of arcana, simple to extremely powerful.
And you're in the tunnel with it. So, all right, I've wandered in.
The drip's so good. What?
Why is there a dividend?
Just got like, I just got powder. That's my nose. It's open.
Put down the
My heart's
ecto cooler, for fuck's sake.
Oh my god.
Just your wolf tail alone just popped out. It's just wagging.
Oh, okay, you're ready to go now? Just needed a few hours.
Hey, Chuck, can we bring this back into the room?
Just that little green pill.
Okay.
Carefully. Open.
Okay, so this is from where I come from. Not exactly where I come from. This is from Teldore. It's extremely valuable. It is found in one place that I am aware of. And it is bolstering my belief that we need to reach out to either the Barolos or the Tempest or both. This shouldn't be here.
And the other stuff, the stuff in the vials,
Oh yeah.
Figure that out.
I can identify that now.
All right.
Is it dangerous, this stuff, or valuable?
Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay.
It's used to
choice.
Multiple choice answer, yes.
Gotta go over the finger.
Yeah.
always
Maybe,
works.
Should we close it then in case we lose some?
Yeah. Already, I think
does the
Chutney
trap-
spilled a little bit out because there's a little bit missing.
Yeah, it's
Can we not make it
Why don't we
canon
give
that
it-
Chetney
That's
fucking
not canon.
snorted it?
It's not canon.
Is
Give it
there
to
a-
Fern and put
we'll
it in
reset the
our
trap if you close it?
inventory.
Yeah,
So we
I
remember
can take care of it.
just.
Do you want me to keep track of the inventory?
It's still active
I
because I
can do
didn't
it.
disarm
I'm
the
gonna
trap.
Correct.
put this paper here.
Yeah, so I don't think we can close it
Okay,
again.
take it home.
Well,
If we close it, it'll just be
It's
a son of a bitch
unlocked.
opening it.
Also, just double
would it
up.
relock if we close? Any way to know?
You don't really know.
Can I spin another?
You barely fucking picked that lock. Like you didn't get high enough to like fully understand it. You just know you
I
managed to
felt it.
squeak by.
I saw the Matrix.
Yeah.
Can I spend a minute to look at it now that it's open to see if being able to see inside of it, if I might be able to disable whatever the trap is or the trigger or the explosive or anything that's in
If you'd
there?
like to make a roll for it.
I'll just to look. If I can't see it or if it's part of the inlay or whatever, I'll leave it alone. Investigation?
Investigation, yeah.
18.
18? There may be a way to disable it, but it's going to be a tough roll.
We could transfer it.
Yeah, let's do that.
As far as I know, it's not a combustible. It's not explosive unless you add magic.
I mean, I have magic, but I think if we just leave the chest behind, that might be in our best interest. Otherwise, we're carrying around an open chest.
I agree.
With the symbol of a pretty bad
And
organization on it.
just again, because it's that 6x6 and a big ass chest, it's hollow or is it just padding on the inside? There's no other secret compartments to the.
Thick metal.
It looks to be a thick metal.
Okay.
Like a lead. Lead can block people from being able to locate things.
Oh.
So if that is a lead box, then I mean it could be useful.
Would they be able to track that specific dram of?
They would try to track the box because they wouldn't be able to track the residuum. So I mean, wherever we leave that box, we're putting. If we leave it under Joe's place, we're leaving him at risk.
That's true.
Joe has other boxes, I'm sure.
Yeah, but if anyone tries to.
Is
But
there
this one specifically.
But this tunnel goes out to the cave.
Then leave it deep in the cave.
is there a reason it's in that casing? Is it very dangerous just on its own? Like, can we just put it in a baggie?
Yeah, does it have a bad
do you think,
attitude if
Mark?
it gets jostled?
Well, we have to not. I mean, we have to be careful with you guys
Roll an Arcana check for me, Oren.
around it.
Take a number
19.
19. Residuum can be very dangerous or volatile if the magic channeled through it is dangerous and volatile, as it is an amplification material. However, it is just an amplification material, so depending on the magic that it's utilized with, it can have unpredictable, if powerful, results, which is why it's so sought after and dangerous. You can also entirely replace material components based on the worth of it.
Yeah, that is correct.
Crack your fingernail and I hold it up to him.
Good, Chet.
So it's an amplification material.
For magic stuff. So you don't want to fire
I can't
anything
wait
into
for
it. Like
the
it's not
readers
going to catch
just watch
fire
it that
normally,
and
but
that will be how we lose.
you don't want to run any kind of sorceress shit through that.
It's crazy.
Okay.
What do we have that we could put it in?
Me?
No, putting it
Or
inside.
any box that Joe has. I mean, he has
Well, I
lots
mean-
of stuff.
Or a pouch.
I have a bunch of
What if Joe has
bottles.
a box?
Did we?
I have a bunch of random ass
You
bottles.
might.
Okay.
Should I ask him?
Yep.
I'm just gonna knock on the door for a second.
Okay. Yes?
Joe, do you have a lead box up there or down here? A small lead box?
I have lead. I don't have a box.
Can you make a small box out of lead?
How small? How soon?
I mean, soon.
Tomorrow.
Enough to hold a cantaloupe.
That's an odd request. We do have a lot of things currently in the queue that we're in the process of developing. That'll be a bit of a premium to go ahead and bump it at the front, but
You got it.
Whatever you need.
I got a bag of gems, man.
It doesn't have to be pretty. You could just,
Yeah, it can look like shit. It just needs to be made of lead.
It's just secure.
lined with lead, right?
Look like shit, the better, actually.
300 gold?
Got it.
Yes, sir.
All right.
You.
I mean, he's covering our asses.
Sure.
Paying him for that.
So,
I'm gonna get rid of this box. I'll be back. If you don't hear from me in like an hour, I'm dead.
Great.
I just take the box, I start walking down the tunnel.
okay.
But it's slowly keeping an eye out for any like pressure plates or any other weird shit as I
Understood. Make a
going with
perception check for it.
I'm going with him. He's not going with himself.
Natural 20!
Nice.
Now we get one.
Pretty confident that there is nothing affixed to this tunnel that is a trap as you move through. It does go on for quite a while.
The box is pretty heavy too, right?
Yeah,
I start dragging it after we're
And it's
like...
not terribly heavy. Well, actually, no, with the lead, it's pretty heavy. No, you're right. The contents are not heavy, but the box
I mean, I'm
itself
strong
is
as
fairly
fuck, but you know,
heavy.
once I'm out of
you're doing,
prize
like,
reach.
as you go.
Oh, there are wheels on it.
Too soon.
It does grind through. But no, you continue on for a while before the tunnel opens up into an underground cavern. And you, with dark vision, have no issue seeing, but there is definitely the familiar interior of this subterranean tunnel network that you had ridden through beneath Bassaris. So glancing about, you're uncertain at the moment, kind of which direction goes where, but it definitely opens up into a cavern
Humanoid
space.
tunnel, right? Not like a wide tunnel. It hasn't gotten wider and wider as we get to the mouth of this thing.
Right now, it's about like 15 feet, and now it opens up into like a 30, 40-foot cavern.
So, we're gonna play a game called Run, okay?
I just fucking throw the box into the cavern.
You got it. All right, so you both run back to the chamber and return. Okay.
I'll hold one of those vials of gray liquid.
Oh, wait,
Okay.
we just did it all wrong.
My lens will pop down, and I'm going to use identify.
All right.
I'm gonna
The box
close.
did not like
I'm gonna
detonate, did it?
close the hole again so that our friend doesn't have to learn what the fuck we found. Sure. For your own good.
Okay. You focus on it, and as your kind of eye focuses, the flash of built-in, knowledgeable, arcane power kind of flares for a moment into your eye. And as it does, you begin to ascertain the nature of this strange vial. This is a potion of possibility.
Oh, yeah.
When you drink this clear potion, you gain 2 fragments of possibility.
2 fragments of possibility?
Each of which looks like a tiny grayish bead of energy that follows you around, staying within 1 foot of you at all times. Each fragment lasts for 8 hours until used.
They just got the lucky feet.
When you make an attack roll or ability check or saving throw, you can expend a fragment to roll an additional d20. Then you choose which of the d20s to use. Alternately, when an attack roll is made against you, you can expend a fragment to roll a d20 and choose which of the d20s to use. The one you rolled or the one the attacker rolled.
So 2 of those?
2 of those, but what about the other crate we have?
Probably has another 1 or 2 in there.
Maybe. Should we open up that crate and find out?
It's up to you, it's long.
Let's do it.
Chetney, is this trapped?
What?
You're so talented. Is that crate trapped?
Let me look.
Investigation check.
Guidance.
Thank you. Well, that's not good.
Got this.
14.
14. Seems to be safe.
Seems to be safe.
We'll take it in the tunnel, maybe.
Take it in the tunnel.
What's the box made of? Wood? Metal?
Wood can't hurt you.
Not me. Take it in the tunnel.
Okay.
Shut the door after me. I'll use my regular thieves' tools on this.
Okay. Since we are now stepping into the tunnel, we're going to go ahead and just change our positioning here. We are underground.
See you guys later.
That's one of the. Yep, there we go.
Alrighty. So, you go ahead and you're trying to unlock it?
Yeah, I'm going to try and unlock it, even though I have no idea if it's
Go ahead.
Wait. Open the door.
Don't do it. Don't open
the
it.
door.
The magic
What's
word.
the password?
Grundle.
That might
was
be it. I'm not
happened to be
entirely
it.
sure. I'll open.
You guide me.
Oh, again? Sure. God.
Oh, thank you.
Close the door.
Dope. Super dope. 28. Woo!
28.
Those gloves of thievery, y'all.
Man, alright, so this lock, it's an intricate lock. It's not as intricate as the lead box was, but it's still fairly decent, design to it. You realize in that moment that the lock itself appears to have been trapped, and you missed it in the first go. And you realize in the same moment, being a person who is so well versed in wood, that this lock isn't as well fastened to the wood crate itself. So as opposed to unlocking the lock itself, you whittle around the lock until it's no longer attached to the crate. You set it down gently into a pile of gently marked shavings.
I pocket the shavings. Nothing goes to waste.
Sawdust in your pockets.
Yeah, it makes a good deodorant or antiperspirant.
Open the lid, and there are 6 more of these potions within there.
6 more.
There's only 2 in the box. Open the door.
All right. Wow, 2 more. That's great.
Oh, we got 4 total.
See the
Possibility, what are they called again?
ridges in the fucking box, man.
There's
Must have
holes
been
in-
damaged in the heist.
So I know what they are and what they do.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Do we
you know
all
what they
wait?
do. As part of Identify, you know exactly what they do. You don't understand their nature.
So we all take one of the potions because there's 6
Actually,
of them. No,
oddly-
there's 8 of them.
Oddly, you would learn the general school of magic that you're familiar with as part of the Identify spell kind of helps you understand kind of the nature of it. This is something you've never encountered before. This doesn't fit in directly into transmutation or evocation or divination. It kind of sits outside of it. It's not something you've ever encountered or read. It's very odd.
Dunamantic immunity.
Do we each take one of the potions
Now we have
and then leave 2?
Is he telling us that he
I had
has?
to look that
Yeah,
reference
he
up.
just- he just
About
meant it.
Wolverine
Keep it
claw.
2.
Keep 2 in the group inventory, and then everybody mark down 1 in your own inventory.
1 potion of possibility.
You got the inventory, lady?
Yeah, what's
Well,
what's
we
it
also
called
have a
in
backup
the-
now.
Potion of
Yeah.
possibility.
Because we knew it probably
Not
wasn't
Imogen.
smart.
Imogen is obviously not keeping inventory, but Laura is keeping inventory in addition
you're
to.
taking a second inventory
Yes,
list
because
just
putting-
because you don't trust Ashley Johnson?
No,
Why would
I
any of
completely
you?
trust Ashley Johnson.
I do not.
Ashley Johnson told me she didn't trust Ashley Johnson.
Hey, this is not my specialty.
That's fair. That's fair.
I am disorganized and I'm a scatterbrain. So,
I trust you.
okay.
Is that would that be something we can add in the
You
potion?
can. Look at that.
Indeed.
It just popped right up.
But the strength is knowing this about myself. You know,
That is the strength.
It is.
Self-awareness is very important.
I got a lot of it.
So it just stays up until you use it.
Or until 8 hours later, in which they vanish.
Potion.
Oh, so don't drink the potion unless you plan on using it within
In the next 8 hours,
Got it,
exactly.
got it.
If it lasts more than 8 hours, please contact your physician.
That's what I did.
Oh.
That potion sure would have helped when Laudna rolled that
I've
one.
got persistent possibility.
Yes, it would have.
Oh, man.
Damn.
Well, we were kind of running. We didn't really.
I just
have time to
pulse,
open
not
anything
pause
up.
right now.
Because you're not typing it in correctly, dude.
I did POS though.
It's PLS.
Is that all of the crates and boxes and
This
shit?
doesn't
Or is
have
there
it.
anything else?
You must
we
not
want to go in the
have
hole. I open the hole.
Critical roll.
Oh, there's more
It's
in
an
there?
explorer's
I
guide to
don't
wild
know.
maps.
Do a sweep
put
if
it
you
on
want.
Okay.
Unique equipment.
Actually, please
That's fine.
do a sleep.
Keep a note of it.
I'll
Hold
drop
it.
down into the hole.
I don't want to put it in the
Chisel
hole
out.
with Armand, though.
I'm just going down anyway.
I don't want to put those potions in there.
No, we're holding it.
Yeah, I agree.
Take our one out of the hole, eh?
No.
Not yet.
What's he gonna do?
Your head still tied?
Not quite
Of
done.
course,
Turn around and show me.
Do we have one
Slower.
of those cloaks, by the way, still?
One of the what?
Paragon's call cloak.
Okay, you're good.
We must. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you need any
Wanna grab
water or
two of them really
anything?
quick?
I could use some water, actually, if you have
Yeah,
some.
me too. I'll let you know if I find any. Are there any other boxes down here or anything?
There
Yeah.
is
Water's
Gianna
great.
Hudson bust.
Oh,
There's
the one that looks like you?
the one that.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. There's some Taste of Taldore tankards. 4 sticks of dynamite, apparently.
How do you know? You're not the inventory person.
We used to
Just
have
kidding.
5 sticks, but now we have 4 because we used one of them somewhere.
I went on my person.
I go over to Treshy. I just pat him down, make sure he hasn't grabbed any of his shit sitting down here.
Okay.
Actually, for
Make an investigation check.
Or see if he just has anything good.
That's true.
It's lying liar.
Fucking awesome. 24.
24.
Natural
Check for
19.
a cock ring of Revivify.
Yep. I give a full.
Full
Yeah,
blown.
yeah. There's.
I never told anyone about that thing. I don't know.
I love that guy.
After
I got 3 of them lined up, just in case.
3 of them.
a thorough illegal airport pat down,
My favorite.
no, nothing. You get the sense that whatever immediate belongings he had with him were left behind in the seat of disdain or had been confiscated when he was placed within his cell/guest room. Has not grabbed anything else from the chamber because there was nothing for him to grab that seemed to be of use in the moment.
Fair enough.
I am taking a little bit of rope. Well, I'm going to walk over to Imogen. I'm going to fucking fix this, okay? You trust me? I'm going to fucking fix this.
What are you gonna do?
Whatever we have to. Don't panic. You help if you want. And I'm going to lay some of the Paragon Call blankets down and then gently wrap Laudna up so that, and then
Because
tie
even
it
in that,
together so she'll be
carrying
easier to carry and not be
a
a
corpse with you.
cadaver that we're running around with.
Okay.
Like a Bjorn stash?
Maybe you've seen like a mummy.
There's a spell that will make the body last longer.
I'll look it up. I don't have any spells currently, but I'll look it up.
In the morning.
In the morning.
Okay. So,
That's metagaming. But I
That's
don't
all
know
our
about
boxes
that.
and crates and everything that we need to. Okay.
Who knows? Spells he is.
all right. So, what now? Are you resting up here for the evening, here in the basement of Imaharajo's
I
shop?
mean,
Yeah, I mean,
As
we
good a
could
place as any.
stay here. We could
where?
take our chances down that passage and
I think-
save Joe the trouble.
I think as long as we're
He's making us
keeping
a
watch,
box.
if we hear something coming, then we can
Yeah.
drop into the tunnel.
That's right. We can
Too long. But yeah.
skedaddle. Because we know he'll open the door, but if it's empty, then no harm, no foul. We stay unless there's a commotion above. Cool.
Oh, and we have that statue.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pull that statue. A little help. It's hard. We're gonna pull it out, and we'll put it on the other side of the door. So if we have to run through the door, we can just tip it
Oh.
and shut the door real well.
Okay.
All right.
Which statue is this? This is the shifting
It's the one that
face
changes
statue?
Shifting
It's the one,
I
yes.
love that we still have that.
Yeah, just randomly roll. I love that Armand was just dealing with a statue
Yeah.
smashing into
Yeah.
him in the
Look, we're
hole.
doing a lot better than
Wait,
the broad
what?
bag of holding. That thing was a fucking meat locker of horror.
Yeah. Going on.
Be
Rotten
glad it's
meat,
this one and
poop,
not his.
Oh,
Actually had a cooler,
God.
didn't we?
Arm,
decaying,
ear.
yeah, body
He's in there
parts.
getting hit with a
Control dick.
statue of his own face.
Yeah.
Appropriate.
Alrighty.
So, you are taking a long rest. Is anyone keeping watch?
Yes,
Yeah.
All right, who's keeping first watch?
I will.
Go ahead and make a perception check for me with advantage.
Yeah, it is.
You begin your evening's rest.
Sleepy guys. That's pretty good. That is a 24.
Okay. First quarter watch, or I would say a third, since in three waves for a 10-hour period. For this, everyone gets an 8-hour watch or 8 hours sleep. You will be watching until the end of the afternoon into the early evening, since you definitely set up here a little earlier in the day comparatively. Even with the short rest entirely, but no major event. You can hear now work going on upstairs in Joe's shop. A couple of shouts here and there, some conversation. Sounds like a music box is put on for a bit to kind of just keep the work atmosphere going. And it looks, or it sounds, I would say, like they're getting to work on your box. But you finish your watch, no major issue.
I would say that the whole time I also couldn't stop thinking about Fool and thinking how seeing Imogen reminded me of my own day 6 years ago and how much there's to do.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
That's it.
You finish your watch. Who takes second watch?
I'll take it.
All right. Everyone else rests. Jenny, if you don't mind, go ahead and roll a perception check for me.
18, 19.
19. Okay. Partway into your watch, into the later bit of the evening, you hear the door open up top. A couple of heavy footfalls hit, and Joe's voice go, "Hey, stranger, can I help you at all?" The voice goes, "Yes, we're looking for some problem makers who might be involved in an assault on the seat. Do you know anything about this, Joe?" "Well, I don't know why you're coming to me for this. What do they look like? Are they coming around for a reason?" "Well, yes. Word is around here that these same people were doing some business in your shop in recent days. Got some crawlers from you for the recent Death Wish run. You were all watching that. You know what we're talking about?" "Oh, yeah. They're out of towners, right? New folk came in here, kind of tore through the run. Took down some of your folk, too, if I recall." Yeah.
Yeah. Oh.
You seen them anywhere, Joe?" Bit of a pause. Wish I could help you, buddy. I haven't seen them since they left. Isn't that right? You hear a couple of the voices kind of go, yeah, no, anywhere else. Okay. You don't mind if we have a look around, do you? Be my guest. Got nothing to hide. Just my workshop, though. I mean, it's a lot of tools, and will take a while.
Prestidigitation the ground to make it look like we weren't here.
A few other boot falls begin to enter the chamber on the wood above. When the low kind of lantern light that kind of peeks through, you can see the shape of shadows moving overhead. Some shifting of chairs. Moving of curtains. Why don't we have a look in your workshop at the back? Oh, please, be my guest. What are you all doing?
We're in the tunnel now. The door has been shut. I would wait until there's a large sound to just try and shut the latch on the other side of the door, but not until there's a bang or something.
Okay.
Not until they're moving the fucking...
Anything else?
Yeah.
Okay.
and then holding her breath.
A few quiet moments pass, walking around, shifting of things. A growl. Joe going, look, we've been in good standing for a while. I've been really helpful here. I have nothing to hide on this. And believe me, if anyone was trying to get involved in some of your business, I would really not want to be a part of that. So, no, I hear you. But I wouldn't be doing my job if I wasn't thorough. Why's the dust shifted on this? Oh, it's just our storage area. Don't worry about that. Oh, I think I'll worry about that just for a moment. After all, you got nothing to hide, right? Yeah, no worries. Let me just go ahead and move that out of the way. Come on, help me over here. Let's move it here.
Oh, my God.
Shit, why are you so clumsy? Sorry, it's a heavy table. I'm shifting off to the side. While that's happening...
We've moved the latch when that large sound hit, and now Ash and I we're holding just on the other side of the door.
Yeah, same.
We're in the tunnel?
We're in the tunnel, yeah. And I press a digitation to the ground to like make it look like we were not there.
I take it you've closed up the hole?
Yes, like the minute we heard something, we closed the hole.
That was one of the first.
Okay.
He's staying there still
And
now.
are you staying there?
I'm staying there with Ashton if you guys want to go further down the tunnel, but
I'm going to stand and
they
hold
may
the
see
door.
the door. They may push
So we
on
have
it, but-
Fern, we have Jesse, and we have Ashton waiting at the door. Okay. The rest of you are heading down the tunnel.
Just a ways.
Sure. A ways. Do we need light down here, or should we?
I've
It is
used
pitch black.
dancing lights.
Okay.
Okay, and I'll go out
Little
front of this
crackling,
group.
lighting orbs
far
kind
enough
of
away
lighting
where
it.
it wouldn't peek under the door, right? The light.
Far enough down.
Okay.
It only gives like 30 feet or... no, I don't remember what it gives, but I'll go far enough down.
Okay.
120 feet of me running.
Oh, God.
Maybe no dancing.
I'll do...
One single dancing light far away.
I just don't want it to come out from
Yes,
the door.
exactly, I know. Far away.
You hear beyond the door.
Thank you.
Give it the rounds. If you hear their footsteps coming down the steps behind, you hear rummaging and moving, crates being shifted.
No, the
lids
minute I
being
heard the sound, I
lifted.
got rid of the dancing lights. I don't like it, I don't like it.
She did thaumaturgy. Yeah.
Okay. Let's check the back. And you hear multiple footsteps now rising up the stairs once more before...
Give that man the biggest effing tip your character was
And
in
you hear the
give.
footsteps. Then
Unless they left somebody in the room, just wait.
Wait.
how long you wait?
And until we hear them leave the shop.
If it's been a while, I'm going to slowly back up and just get a second of air in that thing.
Okay.
Oh,
Good looking out.
Yeah.
Wait, you know what I can do?
Just
I'm gonna use open mind to see if there's any thoughts on the other side of that room.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh,
Gwen.
All right. So you're casting this using open mind.
yeah, because I don't have any spells left.
Okay. So that would be with people that are in your proximity. In order to get them within
Would be
proximity.
3 people. So
Close to the you'd have to come back. to
3
the door.
people, and then the individuals you're going for, which would be 3 more in the basement.
well, I would do it after they left. So
You're just
I'm
trying to
trying to
see
see
if
if
anybody's
anybody is
Oh,
still in
I see.
the
I see.
basement.
Okay. Okay. So go ahead and roll for me.
Okay. And I add anything to it? I
Like
can't
30.
remember.
Yeah, like the
It should be under the open mind ability.
Yeah.
There's a DC plus the number of minds that are within a distance of you.
Open up your mind. Class features. Open mind. You cast wisdom saving throw. Okay, wisdom saving throw, which is I rolled a 12, and the DC is 8 plus the number of creatures, so I succeeded.
Okay. All right. You expand your consciousness beyond the doorway. kind of keeping all the whispers and thoughts at bay, pushing off into the space beyond this ecris. Nothing finds you there.
They're gone.
Sort of about this time that you hear, "Well, Joe, there is quite a purse should you have any information about these individuals. Otohan would personally be happy to do a favor and pay very handsomely. So stop on by should anything come into your periphery. And thank you for your cooperation." You hear numerous exhales from above.
Amazing. Open the door.
Going in the cavern. We could stay in there. I just sleep. I come there and go, "Thanks, Joe. That was a pucker moment."
Yeah. 400 gold.
Yeah. Sounds right.
Yeah. Yeah, they're gonna need to get.
You get back to rest. Who's taking the last
I'll
watch?
take the last rest.
Okay. Perception check, please.
As I'm resting, I'm watching Chetney the whole time I'm resting. I've just got my blade out, just spinning it and looking at him while he sleeps, remembering how we started this day.
What the fuck?
How did we start this day?
Perception? 18.
18, okay. While interrupted mid-sleep, the rest of you find a return to a very exhausted and necessary rest. You keep an eye out. Everything seems to be fine.
Yeah, I need to switch off.
Until
Oh, Jesus.
you finish your long rest. So you can all take a long rest.
I had a question.
Yes.
Did I mean, obviously, you probably would have said it if I had.
Yes.
So I
you
didn't
did.
have.
No, what's your question?
So I didn't have the dream that Laudna walked into the storm, like Bertrand did.
Not a moment, no.
Okay, that's comforting.
At the moment? No.
It's the first night of rest. But you do feel a little element lingering, a little bit of that kind of buzz from that moment that doesn't quite subside. Like the faintest of butterflies that just continue to turn in your stomach.
Because I feel that right now. I feel
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
So go ahead and look at your feet.
My feet?
Yeah.
Ooh.
What? You did that fucking shit?
What did you do?
What? How?
Sneaky.
With D&D Beyond.
So, you all come to consciousness, finishing your long rest. You
What?
can go ahead and heal up as you want to. Sore, tense, battered,
How do you do that?
emotionally spent, but physically recovered to a certain point. But the day is yours. What would you like to do?
Chetney,
Yes.
I want to talk to you about what happened yesterday.
Huh?
When I was feeling weird and you came and hit me.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. Thank you for trying to reach out, and I'm so sorry for what I did to you. And now more than ever we need to stick together. I'm sorry about that.
Oh well, I wouldn't worry too much about it. It just kind of seemed like you
This
needed
doesn't
to
need to go
let off some steam or something.
I shouldn't have taken it out on you, and I know that I said some things and I shouldn't have to all of you. So I stayed up during the night to make you this.
Oh no!
Toolbox for your wooden tools.
Oh, and look at the front.
I used my blade to carve it during the night. It's not as fine workmanship as you,
No,
but
it's not.
but I thought that you might like it.
How? Oh, I love it. I love it so much. God, it's awful. I love it.
All of you mean so much to me, and I'm sorry that I did that to you. And for Laudna's sake, we got to stick together and be honest with each other and not hide money from each other. You know, just in general. It's a general comment, not directed at anyone.
F.C.G, this is so great. And can I just say, it's not all bad what happened yesterday. I am actually encouraged by what I saw you throw down with. That's the shit I'm talking about. So if you need to let that out every once in a while on our enemies, I fully encourage it.
Oh,
just on our enemies. Because when your eyes go red, that's some crazy shit. But I'm here for it.
Well, it sounds like I'm not the only one who has some dark powers hidden within.
We should probably, maybe just a little bit,
Get the fuck out of here.
talk about
Oh.
the breaking down of a block of buildings, and
I guess. And the original.
that was a lot. Sorry. No, you're fine. We were talking. That was. What did you do? It was like a boof.
Oh, I'm getting so tired of this. I closed
Yeah,
it.
he's doing it.
Tunnel,
Like,
the
man,
hole
that
again.
is the.
Oh, I took it. I'm sorry.
Oh, I've
I
been
put it
holding
back
it.
in.
I was gonna say
you're
I've been
doing
holding
it.
on.
I'm gonna let you take care of that.
I have no idea what happened. I have no idea. I lost control. I felt more in control than I'd ever been at the same time. There's so much.
But then
Odahan was there, and
She was super into you.
then she just wasn't. Did anyone see what happened to her? I hit her. And then when we came back to the city, she just was gone.
Came back? Where'd you go?
I don't know. Everything was white. Everything was stormy. Everything was just gone.
She just wanted you. She didn't want us.
Clearly.
But
I'm sorry I ran.
I thought for sure, though.
why did she
So
want you?
that so I would have
I
revived.
assume because we have similar sort of abilities. I mean, did she talk to any of y'all in your mind as well?
Maybe.
No.
Yeah, she did to you.
Oh, well, she reached into my mind.
Yeah.
I don't know. That white flash was weird. That's all I'm gonna say. Is that white flash was kind of weird.
I've never had anything like that happen. That was more. I didn't think I was capable of it.
Well, you've never removed a city block before?
Not to my knowledge. I also,
45 minutes
in
left.
that moment, it's like I saw my mother, and as far as I know, she was gone from the day I was born. I don't remember her in my childhood, and she was there. She was there.
What do you? Wait. What do you mean? Like at the end of?
I saw into my memories. I saw my mother before she left. I think she was really powerful. She was still talking to me.
Your mom?
Yeah.
Did Odahan talk to you in this?
I mean, she was trying, but my mother was still telling me to get away from her.
And just to be 100% clear, your mom in this vision was not Odahan, right?
No.
Like she's not the same person,
No,
two
it's
different. Okay.
And your mom's told you to run before?
Every dream. My mother always tells me to run away from the storm.
Are you sure she's saying you should run away from the storm, and it's not that you should run away?
Wait, huh?
What's the difference?
Well, the storm would be the thing that's dangerous. What if you're the thing that's dangerous?
You did make some pretty big boom.
Well, how could she run away from herself?
I mean, I'm just saying, if I ever removed a city block and the people around me were hurt, I think they'd probably be scared.
So bad.
And didn't you say your dad always kept a distance?
Yeah. I'm not scared. I'm not scared of you.
I'm not either. I fuck with you big time. But, like...
Did anyone else see anything?
See anything? Like visions or something?
Yeah. Did anyone else see anything?
I mean, I saw some old flings.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. When she went off, I saw some stuff, too.
You did?
Me too.
Another land and lots of automatons and a man who was mean and a woman who was nice. And I don't know where it was or who those people were, but...
Automatons like you? Or like oatmeal?
No, like me.
Wow.
I saw my parents.
Your parents?
Yeah.
Aren't you an orphan?
I'm going to give you like 10 seconds to work that out.
So you do have parents.
5.
But you do, but I didn't know if you ever knew what they looked like or saw them.
I don't.
But then how did you know that they were them?
I do.
You just know.
It's
knew.
it's a dim memory that, that was just suddenly really fucking clear.
Do you want to tell us what they looked like?
No. They were, actually, I've been meaning to ask, did that helmet, the armor and the helmet is exactly what I think it is?
Mm.
Okay.
Is that like...
They were football players.
Is it the armor that you took?
The helmet that was the stuff we saw in the museum. I don't know why did something.
The helmet that
you remember he took the armor in that museum and
stuff from the museum.
I pull out.
the Gianna Hexam?
Why was it there?
I pull out the helmet that I stole from the museum. It was some sort of ritual, I guess. I don't know. They were doing something, and I think my mother said, I think it was my mother said, it begins, and then I woke up, had to.
It begins.
I don't know.
What?
This is it. This fucking thing is it. It's what I fucking got.
Is that helmet or armor from somewhere that you recognize, or people,
What
or?
did it say in the museum where it was from? Do we remember? Did you write it down?
I did, and it's
Sounded like a shari, but it wasn't a shari.
yeah.
That's right.
A shari.
Sorry.
Which, while the term, like the language base is similar, it isn't a shari based.
Yeah, I forget what
it is
it was.
more elemental based.
Because of his dream gazelle.
Kind of
Yeah, off.
secondary portion of the word is derived from.
What if you put it on?
I'm not
Probably.
putting a fucking.
Oh, he needs to be.
But I mean, what if it's like a lock and a key? Like, what if you put it on and you grow wings or some shit?
I throw it to you.
Well,
You figure it out.
You can see that kind of it is a cured leather mask and headband combination where there are these kind of leather tendrils that curl up almost like a living flame in the back that kind of weave and pull upward. There is a sculpted heavy brow that pulls across the nose. It looks like it's a ceremonial dress more than it is an armor.
Got it.
I'm gonna, just while everything's happening, I'm gonna send a message to the captain of our airship.
It also looks slightly damaged.
The helmet or the headpiece. Can I do?
I can identify it.
Yeah, I was going to do an investigation check for
I feel like we did. It
initials
was a
or
basic ass thing last time we
Yeah, it
were.
wasn't.
I recall it's just a basic ass thing.
It's just a helmet.
like a ceremonial headdress.
I'll admit I was working out the courage to talk to you, Orm, and because I don't know. Thought maybe you would know what the fuck it is. I don't know what the fuck I was thinking.
And that would have triggered any kind of knowledge or memory I had when I saw it the first time.
Roll a history check.
That's an 18.
18. You've heard about it once, the Hishari village. It's kind of, at least in Hishari terms, it's used as a kind of a tale to spook people from toying with the elements if they don't know what they're doing.
Okay.
You don't know much beyond that. You know that it was a group of people that delved into things they didn't fully understand or knew how to control.
But it's somehow connected to my people?
Oh, Avalier.
Only in the sense that the Ashari are considered and long historically guardians of the elements within Exandria, both control and uncontrollable. What the Hishari village did was reckless, and they paid for it. That's basically what you know.
Okay, share that little dribble of info.
Yeah, it was a memory of the last day I spent with my parents.
How old were you?
Too young to remember. And I remember vaguely watching everything fucking go. Everything just rip apart.
What do you mean? Metaphorically, physically, what do you mean?
Oh, wind and light and air and people flinging through the air, cracking and breaking, and
This is your last memory of your parents?
yeah, I woke up wandering the deadlands outside the city. After however long they fucking found me, put me in the Greymore home.
So there was a cataclysmic event with your parents and elemental forces?
I don't
I
know.
remember them saying, "It begins."
Remembered it today. Yesterday.
Imogen, did you see any of this in us while we were seeing these things?
I know you saw some weird shit in my head.
Well, in the past, but yesterday, no, there was just the storm.
Guys,
So, you
while those are keep reacting, I have to go.
prior to that moment when you had that memory, you didn't remember it before that?
It was vague.
Okay.
It was not. They were not faces I could pull together. Not words I could really put together. Just flashes of something. It was a very long time ago, and I was a very different person. And a lot's happened since then. And it's not really the sort of thing one really wants to dwell on. As much as possible. Plenty of other awful fucking things to dwell on.
I'll tell you what I know. I don't have a lot of answers, but this school woman is playing a long game, and whatever she's interested in with you, she's not going to stop. These are the people who attacked my home and took my family from me. And that was 6 years ago. And they seem a lot further into whatever plans they have. So if she's willing to play whatever game they're playing for years, and she's not done with you.
I know.
So there's no point sitting around wondering. We need to get help. For Laudna, I hope. And then we gotta find this woman and stop her.
I've called the airship. I called the airship.
Okay.
Before all of this, like as soon as we woke up, I called.
Okay. So you're reaching out to, I believe, Captain Zandis then?
Captain
What
Zandis
would you like
of the
to say?
Silver Sun.
You got it.
Oh, hi, Zandis.
Oh, hey, Zandis. We need you to come get us. At the edge of town. Lay low if you can. It's hectic here. We're on the run. Come fast. Please.
Oh, hey there. Yeah, it's, you're in luck. We've been just sort of circling around for a bit, so, only about the half a day away.
Half a day.
Sucks you're on the run. That's good.
Gotta get word to Estros, too.
Yeah. I should mark these spells off, that's for sure.
And then maybe that's where we hold, unless you can think of who you want to talk to fix our problem.
Should I call...
Sorry.
No, what?
Well, I know we're all a little unsettled, but... And obviously, Miss Laudna, but how do you feel after that? Do you feel the same, different?
It's hard to tell, Chet, because I feel really sad.
Right.
I feel like there's a bit of a... like a fuzziness at the back of my brain, if that makes sense. Little pinpricks that weren't there before. When I look at my arms, do the marks look any longer at all than they were?
They've crawled at least an inch to an inch and a half up from where they previously were.
So they're getting about here now,
Yep,
if not
just
higher.
past the elbow.
Orm just abruptly hugs her around the knees, above the knees. You hear down by your thigh. We're real sorry, Imogen.
I'm so sorry. I feel like if I hadn't run away, none of this would have happened, and you guys wouldn't be hurting, and Laudna wouldn't be gone, and I just thought we were all running, and then she just kept coming for us.
We were running.
We had to.
And she wouldn't have even gone after you if... It's like she was trying to make me break.
That might be so, but we went into her house. All of us.
I just didn't know how powerful she was. I just didn't understand it.
There was a lot that we didn't know.
Yeah.
And that's not your fault.
And I didn't mean to be insensitive before. I mean, we didn't know how powerful she was. It seems like she's the only one that knew how powerful you were.
Yeah.
And I know a thing or two about people being afraid of you. I just want to help you embrace it, or control it, or use it, or something. But we were all in the same. We were all in the same team. You didn't run. We all did. She was just fucking strong.
Yeah.
Could we see if Odahan had those? Or probably not with her.
Her whole body was covered in leather armor, up except for the fingers were exposed and her head.
Those barrels on her back.
Just pure magic potions on her back.
No, I was
different.
I was down there fucking around near her ankles at one point. It looked like these big cylinders that were kind of under her cloak, but I couldn't get too good of a look.
You gotta look
saw
at
those
it.
too,
Did they
yeah.
look like the
The
things that
great
we had?
potion.
Yeah.
And it looked like they were like metallic cylinders and they were set into them.
What was that? The
crystalline potion.
crystalline
The
potion.
gray,
Use those things at will.
That's.
I've been meaning to ask. Do you know what that is?
What is? These?
Well,
The mark of Ruidus? I don't fucking know.
Do they hurt?
No.
Do you remember when? I can't remember if we've talked about this before. Do you remember when those first showed up?
Yeah, they started showing up when I started having dreams.
And how old were you?
About 18.
How do they make you feel?
These?
Yeah.
Well, up until yesterday, they kind of felt good. I mean, at first they were terrible. They let everyone in town know I was different, you know? And then as soon as I realized I could defend, like, when I defended Laudna when she came to town, then it was like, they were proof that I was stronger than I thought I was. But now it just feels like evidence.
It looks like proof to me. You fucking saved us.
Yeah.
You saved all of us, and we're gonna save her too.
We will.
That's proof that you're gonna be able to fucking do it.
Yeah. I don't want to give it in. I don't want to be like Odahan.
So don't.
That's some hero
Yeah.
shit, man.
And also, it seems that you're more powerful than her. Or could
I mean,
be.
maybe just in that moment, you know, she wasn't expecting a fucking
Right.
blast to the face.
If we learned anything
But-
yesterday, it only takes one moment.
We all know now that that's in there. And that saved us.
Yeah.
I mean, you took down a city block, but
Yeah.
that's pretty fucking cool.
But at the same time, you guys didn't get blown away like the buildings did, so maybe there was part of me protecting you at the same time.
That's how I feel
I
about
think
it.
so.
You think you could choose when to do that power?
Oh. You know, it was seeing 3 of my best friends die that kind of triggered it. So I don't know if it had happened just on the reg.
Like, I basically had casualties with them.
At least I would hope it wouldn't. I don't want to see that again.
Well,
It's interesting to know it's in there.
Yeah, it would be nice to be able to control it and not feel like I was part of something evil at the same time.
Goddamn superhero, are you fucking kidding?
We've got to save Laudna,
We're gonna...
and then we've got to find out what's going on with the Apogee solstice, and if they're trying to... This is so big.
Oh, shit. We have to call Lord Estrus at some fucking point.
Yeah, we gotta call him.
And then get the fuck out of here.
What's it,
Power is power.
5%
What
of
you
them
do with it is
died.
up to you.
Yeah.
We're gonna leave. We're gonna lick our wounds, and we're gonna figure it out. And you got us.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's just get out of here and help our friend.
Yeah.
All right. What do we need to do? Do you need to rest? Do you?
I need to send a message to Esdras. We need to open the hole, make sure Treshy isn't dying.
It's got like 9
I opened
seconds.
it. I only closed it for the conversations.
Do we have any more diamonds?
This is my new favorite. You'll thank me later that you know nothing.
Were those our last diamonds, by the way?
They were our last time.
Okay.
We gotta get more.
Yeah, keep an eye. Keep more diamonds.
Although that shit doubles.
It's not going to work for this revenue. Actually, it does.
Thanks, Macy's.
I just...
But missed it. No, it's not.
Oh no.
Yeah, that is the natural property.
I'm really sorry.
So am I. I'm glad y'all are back. Thank you, F.C.G, and you, Fern.
What did I do?
Well, you brought back Fern.
Oh. Well, I'm sorry I couldn't do more.
Any luck with that spell?
I'm sending message
What
right
spell?
now.
Oh, we were talking about.
Oh, yes. If anyone has a pinch of salt, do you think Joe might?
A pinch of salt.
I mean, probably he's
For
going to charge us
breakfast
50 fucking gold for
That's
it.
all right. I just need a pinch of salt. Yeah.
I have a packet from Taste of Touch.
Yeah.
Well,
That's not salt.
I didn't break properly.
If you can undo her shroud so I can reach her face, I'll just place 2 copper coins on her eyes and a sprinkle of salt. And
cast.
I don't have lips. So
I'll lean down and give her a kiss on the forehead.
thank you. And I'll cast gentle repose on her.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Yeah. Ritually? I don't know. Is that a thing?
You can cast it as a ritual, which,
time,
yeah.
Takes like 10 minutes.
I'll just.
You gotta take
Yeah,
it.
sure.
Okay, so you don't use a spell slot for it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Phoebe.
So as you complete the ritual, you focus on her body, her corpse, her essence, of whatever earthly connection still remains with the currently absconded spirit that you know as Laudna. You complete the ritual, and there's a flash of kind of vibrant, warm, orangish light around it. And none of you pick it up, but you do. A weird sense that the spell definitely headed something off at the pass.
Oh, shit.
And now she rests for the next 10 days.
That makes 10.
Gotta repeat the spell every 10 days.
Wait, what did you just say?
Cured that meat.
Was she about
Okay.
We don't know. We don't know
That-
that. Though. We don't
Yeah,
know
we
that.
don't.
That's
There was
that's
a
so.
cutoff point.
Oh,
fuck,
no. We're just walking around with all sorts of atom bombs. Oh, man.
Learn to juggle.
Not to be disrespectful,
Wow.
but is there anything that she had in her possessions that we think we might use to bring her back or help us in our endeavors? She had a immovable rod, for instance.
Did she? Did she still have
I'll
it?
admit
It was
that's
gone?
practical.
Maybe we can ask an angel later about it.
Why don't you ask Pate?
He raises up.
Yeah, you can discuss that at another time with the player.
Yeah. I gotta send a message to Estros.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Yes, I always call a message, but whatever. I'm sending.
Okay.
We have Armand. We lost Laudna. Do you know of someone powerful enough to bring her back? Tell us what to do.
They know you're involved.
Is that it?
Yes, husband.
He responds rather quickly. I am very sorry to hear. A terrible sacrifice. Perhaps we can make right on this with Armand. Such magics are rare, though.
He doesn't know of anyone.
Did you warn him?
Warn him of what?
coming for him.
How would I know that?
Oh, didn't one of us know that?
Well,
thought we had just-
Orem knew it, but we never talked about the fact that Thule.
Otahan said out loud.
Yeah.
Oh, she did?
Estras's
Oh,
name.
fuck.
Yeah.
Okay, then I would have warned him.
You had 6 words
I
left.
had 6 words left.
They
PTW.
know your
Also, you in danger, girl.
watch.
Here's your one. Pooping.
They know you're involved. Watch out.
Otahan. And
Do you want to use
Paragon.
another?
No. Can I say, if I knew that he knew, I would have warned him in that
Just
message.
set it down to my body.
I can also.
Okay.
I have sent.
I was.
It would have changed his response, so it's
Oh, okay.
I can use sending. As
Okay, well, then you fucking
All
won.
right, I will follow up with. Also, you in danger, girl. Odahan knows you sent us and might come for you. So be safe.
I knew this time would come. I will see if I have contacts who can aid in Nodna's predicament. Bring her here.
Just less than 20 minutes left.
I will prepare.
That's good. That's good.
He's not gonna run.
He's
Getting all
strong.
those weapons out of the bushes and bookshelves.
He's just gonna house it down
Yeah, he's
around that.
rattling up.
It's all covered in mud and disappearing into the.
He's painted like
Here, kill me. All right.
I don't trust him.
Oh, come on, kill me, I'm here. Do it.
Never mind.
Duel. You're one ugly motherfucker.
Oh, goodness. All right.
What did he say?
He talked like Arnold Schwarzenegger.
I
It was really weird.
Rookies.
He was doing bits.
Pushing too many pencils.
These are fresh ginger snaps.
Did anyone,
He said, "Come."
did anyone, well, if you relayed the whole message,
Yes, I
did
did.
anyone else notice he said there's nothing he can do and then suddenly there's something he can do?
No, he said these magics are rare.
Rare.
And he said he would look for someone.
Yeah.
Okay, I think we should keep looking for someone
Further
too.
motivated.
He doesn't know. He doesn't
Retroactive
know
magical
for sure.
check.
The other person we should send him something to is your boss, your leader. Or should we wait?
I think we should wait a little longer.
Let's get on the ship.
Let's get out of here.
Okay. He said half a day, so we could wait just a little bit and then make it to the edge of town where they dropped us off before.
So it's going to take a while to get to the edge of town. We are very conspicuous.
While you've been doing the messages, I just wanted to hand F.C.G this. Use the paints from Imahara Joe. Just in case you start feeling wild again, I just thought maybe we could craft something that could, help you describe your emotions. So, if you're feeling happy, you could just leave this up. Or maybe if you're like, I'm gonna buzz you, you can do this. Or maybe we could just mount it to your chest or something, and that's for rebooting.
Like an emotional
Keep it real
thermometer.
simple.
Isn't it so cute?
It's real smooth. The paint is slightly corrosive, so just be careful.
Why is the paint corrosive?
I think it's meant for metal, but it's really burning the fuck out of my skin. My prints are all gone.
See alkaline.
So,
I love it.
Oh, it's real cute. I like
Here.
the suave one over there.
yeah, that's if you want to get your freak on. You can just walk around and kind of like let people know, hey, it's time if you're interested. Just put the vibe out with the arrow. That's your
I'm very happy right now.
content.
You can't tell because my face can't make emotional movement.
This one could be unsure, or you got a dookie.
9 o'clock is just Marisha.
Thank you for what you said.
Thank you for this emotional clock.
Thanks for my toolbox. My amateurishly made toolbox.
I did the best I could. I have a very large
okay.
buzzsaw. It's not a fine cutting.
I understand.
It's like it's
the
got
drip
a wide
of the stain is
gauge
particularly
to it.
horrifying, but you know.
I had to.
It's a good
I
starting
salvaged
place.
what I could from Joe's while he was asleep.
We've got a long trip ahead of us. Maybe we'll refine your skills. I have to be able to pass on my craft to someone. You could be my legacy.
Is there one here that eye rolls?
Somebody's gonna loot one of their bodies one day and be so disappointed. Fuck.
I mean, it would be amazing if he could pass on his legacy to you because you won't ever die.
Didn't you ask to be taught by him?
Well,
Question
we're all
That's fair.
gonna die.
I don't know. Don't know if that's in the
I
cards
mean,
for
I
me.
just did, so we all die at some point.
Worm actually knows all about woodwork.
Well, shit.
Do we move from our position, or do we wait it out here for our airship to arrive?
I think it's gonna take.
Oh shit. There goes the emotion.
Don't panic. Don't panic. You're a mess.
Give him some room! Give him some room!
He's gonna kill all of us.
Doomsday clock is a concern.
Killing everything.
It's a concern.
DM, what time of the day are we? Because it was.
Yeah,
we were
is it the
keeping
middle of
watch
the
and there
night
were
now?
people coming.
Oh, that's right. Is it early morning?
Right
before
now
it
it's
gets-
early morning.
All right.
So it's like hasn't even gotten light yet? Early morning?
I'd say you're just past dusk at this point.
Okay. So if we're gonna go, we need to
Now it's
go.
better than later. Yeah.
Yeah.
I know it's definitely better than later.
Yeah.
Let's settle our debts upstairs and then
Yeah.
take the tunnel out.
Teep, 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 teep.
Okay. For the sake of brevity.
Yeah.
You make your 400 gold payment amongst whoever here
Yeah, who
wishes
has
to
money?
split that cost
Who
into
has money, Chutney?
larger.
Chutney, you just want to cover it?
I have.
I'll throw in 100 if need be.
I'll throw in 250.
Did you choose the wrong? You chose the wrong one, you stupid. This thing is for toddlers.
We just need 50 gold from the rest of you, from the last 40.
Get off alone.
I mean,
She's a team player.
it's what she would have wanted.
No, I can do
No.
200. I'll
It's
do
what she would have
200.
wanted.
It's 400, right?
Yeah.
I did.
Oh,
I
I'll
did-
do 150. I'm there. We're even.
We just need 50.
I'll do 50.
I mean, I'll give less. It's
No, you
No,
can do
that's
it.
fine. It's good of you.
Okay.
all right.
How much money do you have left, Chet?
Only
Are you almost out of your money?
like 5,000
Lower.
gold.
Is
Make
it?
more.
For me, I can't swim in it anymore.
This is what happens when you steal. We don't know how much
I
you have,
didn't
and we just
steal.
assume that you have a
Get out
lot.
of here with that mess.
You pay up and settle your debt with the Maharaja, and now have in your, your gathered materials a singular lead box.
We put the white powder in it.
Okay, easy enough to do, easy enough to seal. It has a loop for a lock, but it is currently just a box with a lid, heavily lead lined.
Does it shut at
It
least?
closes, yeah.
Like securely?
Yeah, I mean
Okay.
you can latch it over, but you
Okay.
have to put a lock onto it to
Make it lock.
close it.
Hey, man.
I'm just gonna tie it with the little string, like with some
I think you
rope
just
to
get
keep
out
it
where-
shut for now, so it doesn't.
He chuckles and gives you a lock.
There's
Oh,
no
thank
way
you.
there. We'll stand in the fight.
Just keeping you on your toes. I like your resourcefulness, but you're going to want to use this. Hands you 2 copies of the key. But kind of glances you over a bit and says, so, I take it you're leaving soon? For all of our sakes?
Gotta get to the
Yeah,
edge of
we're
town
out.
today. So.
Well, good. Well, wherever you're off to. Good luck.
Thank you for everything you've done for us. You're a good guy, and I'm sorry if we brought danger to your doorstep, and I hope next time we see you it'll be under much more lighthearted circumstances.
He takes his goggles off a bit and sets them down. I hope so, too. And look, I'm used to being on the edge of troubling circumstances. Honestly, it pays pretty well. And I got enough friends in this place to feel okay for the most part. Just be careful out there.
Thanks, Joe.
If, that person ever comes back who dropped him off, should we give him a message or something? Or do you want to steer clear of that?
Oh, I'd love to know more. Just see if you can find out anything about him or where he's from or...
Oh, that...
D?
D? Okay, yeah. I'll keep an eye out.
Tell him one of his friends just wants to know about him.
Okay, I think I got an idea. I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of curious myself, and... I mean, you're certainly enough of a curious specimen over conversation. Maybe that'll be enough to interface a little more than the distant auction he likes to hold.
Sure.
Okay. Well, with all due respect, please leave.
Great.
Yeah.
I'm keeping the paint. It's fairly corrosive. Don't let the kids play with it.
On the way out, just as a quick pat, I don't know if you know any of the Greymore kids, but if you see Zealand, Bennett, Shady Sally, any of those kids, if you know them, if they're still around, let them know I'm looking for them.
Okay, I'll get the word around. It's not often folks come to me and want to be found, so that's unique.
Appreciate it.
All right, stay safe. Stay low.
Is there anything we can do to make ourselves more...
Inconspicuous?
Yeah, as we head
We're going
out.
on to a sky ship.
I
It's
mean,
gonna be
I know, but
Yeah, but
like
we have
as
to
we
make it to the
get
edge
to
of
the edge
town.
of town, and they've kind of gone to all of the businesses and offered a huge reward for
Do
us.
we have, like, our old shaggy cloaks? Or do you have any, like,
We have
tarps?
cloaks from when we first came to town.
You do? You have those still.
Pull up my jumpsuit and hood, put the cloak over it, got a big satchel on top of a bunch of other shit. I just look like I'm towing things.
I stripped down naked. It's reverse psychology, you see. When you see me coming, everybody just looks the other way. It's like they don't want to have the uncomfortable
Yeah.
eyes meet,
I
right?
just
understand
want
that,
to
yeah.
punch you when I see that, so I
Yep.
don't know fight or flight. I feel like
so
it's definitely
leathery and
just such a good height for that. I just want to...
It's okay. I don't need to read thoughts to know what you're thinking.
Wow.
No, lead the way!
Alrighty. I would like a group stealth check, please.
Anything about this? And, man, I'm biting it on stealth tonight. I'm going to have my head on a swivel, too.
Okay.
15.
15.
16.
16.
4.
4.
14.
14.
10.
10.
20.
20. Okay. It's a challenging go, and you move at times slower than you want to because there are patrols around. Not just of the Paragon's Call, but pretty much any crawler gang you're currently paranoid of. A few eye you as they pass, but no different than when you first came in here. Some of it you can't tell if it's just posturing or genuinely curious or a glimmer of recognition. But the few times that does creep upon you, you quickly pass through the various alleyways and try and lose them best you can. The adrenaline pumping through your body for the better part of an hour, you eventually get to the closest outer edge of the city from the ends. And there, as you begin to push beyond the carmine red wall and into the outer skids of the city, you make out the shape, a distant, floating object that gets larger and larger and larger. It's a little ways south from where you're currently standing. You didn't specify where in the city it's going to be.
I just assumed it would be where they dropped us off.
Yeah. I don't know if you have any way of indicating a position of pickup or you're going to meet them outside of the city. What do you plan to do?
I got one of these dynamite sticks.
Wait, hold
Sounds
on.
loud. Can we
Yeah,
Where are you keeping it right now?
get a message out?
yeah, we'll just
Okay,
send
fireball.
I'll just use sending. I'll just use sending to Xandus and give him our exact location.
Give them your okay. Oh, right. Okay. Appreciate the more specific information. That would have been extremely, I don't know, time-consuming. Anyway, see you in a second. You see kind of list a bit to one side, shifting and heading your direction. as it does, you also begin to notice that there are crawlers starting to kind of head out in the direction of the airship. Looks like a pack of 3 are curious as to why an airship would once again, in the middle of the day, head off of the normal airship shipment paths.
Well, fuck. There's a normal one?
Well, if you recall, Bassaris is not a common skyship.
Yeah, they're terrified of that place.
But they're on the ground. At which point the skyship, you can see, begins to lean forward, list in a forward direction to pick up speed. The sails flare up even wider, and it begins to careen quickly in your direction.
Can we catch it on the run? Is there a ladder drop down?
Well, as it gets to the edge of the city, and there are larger buildings, you can see it begin to get closer and closer. Folks are starting to come out of their city and look up, and you can hear voices going, "Oh, what is that? Skyship! Get the kids! I want them to see!" And people start coming out in the streets to look up to it. And as it begins to push down, you can see off both sides 2 rope ladders begin to unfurl.
Run and grab him.
Run and grab him.
Can you hold on to Laudno while we're...
She's Bjorn, right?
Bjorn, so I've got a
Okay.
big
As
backpack.
it pushes through the street, you can see it's having a hard time. They're not precise vehicles. And as it kind of pushes through around, you see one of the rope ladders kind of like it's snagged on the edge of a roof before like about 10 feet of it snap off.
Oh, jeez.
And it's starting to lose some height. But it's pushing through kind of the outside of the skids, which is the best possible position you have here before it starts to get into the higher buildings outside of the Carmine Wall.
farther out of town, I guess. This was not well thought.
But what are you doing now as they approach? Are you pushing off to try and meet it?
I mean,
Yeah,
we're trying to run and grab onto the rope so we can lift up.
All right, so you all rush off and try and begin to leap for this. I would like each of you to make a dexterity check.
Orm's going to try to be the last one on, just in case anyone falls off.
We'll say dexterity saving throw.
I'm gonna, I'm not, I won't give any use. Natural 20.
Yo,
Natural 20.
natural 20.
Dex
Yo,
saving throw.
Dang! A dex saving throw, group dex saving.
Come on.
23.
20, natural 20. Natural
17.
20, 17.
8.
8?
Natural 1.
Oh.
Okay,
Is that a
okay.
natural 20?
Before I hop on, or maybe because I rolled a 20, this can work. Can I use a 4th level spell to hit anybody that looks like they're not going to make it with a fly spell?
If you'd like to, yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
I can hit 2 people.
So, as you all begin to leap and climb and hold on, and it's like the rope itself is swinging left and right. At one point, it kind of like slams into the side of Ashton's hip, and it hurts. And you take 7 points of bludgeoning damage, shattering the corner of this roof off, and you're like, oh, the white searing pain for a moment before you just hold on and clutch. You almost lose your grip,
Rock and roll.
and you full on miss the ladders.
Oh no.
A bit fit.
And as you go downward, suddenly you're about to hit the ground, and then you just coast along the ground.
What? What? What is this? Devilry?
You glance up and you can see, hand extended at the top of the ladder, Imogen looking down at you.
He's starting to believe.
Are you doing this or am I? I try to go up.
Alrighty. Pulling up. You coast up alongside the edge of this rope ladder.
Is there anybody else that needed it? It was just you?
I'll just keep going up.
Up in the way, you coast past the sails, and as you tear up past, you can see now on the deck, half the crew there waiting, and Captain Xandis, they're sitting there with their arms on the sides of the wheel for the actual skyship, kind of shout out, "Ha ha ha! There's one way to do it!" The rest of you, as the ship begins to pull up, you can now see the crawlers are now following it in tow, and you hear
Let's get the fuck out of
Shooting
here.
at us.
rifles firing.
Oh no.
But the skyship is a little too quick and a little too far out of the range to make any sort of impactful. You do hear a few of the bullets make their mark on the bottom of the wooden hull, but it's a strong hull. And as it pulls up over the city, pushing through the pillars of the smokestacks of the various cisterns that climb out of the top of the city, it turns to the left and begins pushing in a northward direction, taking you back out over the belly of the Hellcatch Valley.
That's what I am.
onward to your destination, back to where this all began, the city of Drusar. And that's where we'll pick up next time.
Oh my God!
That's too much. Too much.
I used a 3rd level spell since Chetleen was the only one that needed flying.
Fuck.
Okay.
Oh,
Fair
only
enough.
a third.
Only a 3rd.
We lost one, guys.
I miss
We
her.
lost one.
I miss her real bad.
I know. Me too. Well. Oh, you're awful. We'll pick up from there next time and see where this rush to adventure to the northwest and all these moving pieces eventually carry us. But in the interim, thank you so much for joining us. We love you very much, and it's Thursday yet. Good night.
Oh man, we gotta fly fast.
I do thank you for joining me for this reaction. This is Free Night Adventure, half-elven YouTuber. I wish you good fortune in the quest of life. May be a long quest.